AB3 Anime Aaron here. Yo, I figured I'd make a quick video. I am going to be posting more videos tonight, so don't worry about that. But I figured I'd make a quick one about the fact that, a lot of people are complaining about the, not being able to get rooms for the AX convention closer. That is something that does happen. Now, what I will say is, I didn't like the way they did it this year. I hope they never do it again. Doing tickets and hotel on the same day is insane. Not to mention the whole fiasco with the room block key leaking early and people just snatching up the rooms. It sucks. I hope they never do it that way again. But I figured I'd give you guys some options, okay? Because, we inform you guys on what to do with this convention. So let me give you some quick options if you did not get the room you wanted. Option number 1, stay the fuck home. You have a choice of whether you go or not. If you don't want to go because you didn't get the room you wanted, you have the option to stay home. But I will say that is probably the worst option. You should always try to do something else. Always attempt to do something else. Don't get discouraged and just completely give up. Always go with another option. So that's your first option. Option 2, you can book a room directly through the hotel you wanted to go to. Now, while hotels may say sold out right now, I can almost promise you that the room block will, how do I say this? People will cancel rooms for the room block. It happens every year. At late April, early May, even June, people cancel their rooms. Understand that canceled rooms do not go back to the AX room block. Canceled rooms go back to the hotel. So as that hotel might say it's booked right now, you may be able to call them and see if there are any openings to book directly with the hotel. Understand this will cost more than going through the room block, but it is an option. If you wanted a specific hotel close by, this is one option you can use. Option 2, Airbnb the fuck out of the convention. Okay, there are tons of Airbnbs close by. You may actually be able to even find one of those resort companies that has like Diamond Resorts or something. Sometimes they have buildings nearby where you can just, you might have to go through a timeshare. I hope you don't, but you can book through some of these resorts to stay there while you're attending the convention. That is an option as well. Airbnb is a very popular option for the convention. There are tons of apartments. The only caution I have with Airbnb, if you're like myself and you're flying all the way across the country, I have heard horror stories of people booking an Airbnb and the day before the convention, the Airbnb cancels on them. Understand, an Airbnb has up to, it's either 24 or 12, it's something crazy. I think it's up to 24 hours before you're supposed to be there to cancel. And you don't get your money immediately. You have to wait a little while to get your money back. But they have up until 24 hours before you're supposed to be there to cancel the whole thing and say, fuck it. So that's the only risk with an Airbnb. Option number 4, the option I would choose personally, again, I'm not attending the convention this year, but the option I would personally choose, the Anime Expo Discord has a category up there once you join the Discord for rooms and stuff. So you go into that category, there's a spreadsheet. On the spreadsheet, there are people looking for rooms, and there are people who are posting that they're looking for roommates. This is the best option to me to get a closer room. There are always people who have booked the big 5 hotels right beside the convention that are looking for people to split the cost of the room. They may post something like, hey, I got 4 spaces in my room. Yes, there's 5 people, but they're saying I got 2 double beds, So 2 of you guys can sleep on a double bed. Have 1 floor spot, which means they'll say 1 person can sleep on the floor. So that does happen. Understand, amount of people versus spaces is 2 different things, okay? If someone says they have 10 spaces, understand that means they want to put 10 people in their hotel room. I ain't doing that. But just so you know, if someone posts up there, I have 10 spaces available, they want to put 10 people in that one room. Or they may put, hey, I got 2 rooms. This is just an option that you can have and you can use. That's the option I would go with. AX Discord is really informative. The people up there are really cool. They like to joke. They'll give you whatever info you need that day, that second. And it's really easy to find a room up there, contact that individual, speak with them. They'll give you the price, they'll give you the days, because sometimes they may only have a space for a day, or sometimes they may actually, want to do the whole weekend, and this is the cost for the weekend. Or, hey, I got 2 days, here's the cost for 2 days. There are many different options of what they will want to do. Option 5 is much like the AX Discord, which I feel is easier. There is an AX Reddit, and they do the same thing where you list a room, and you put all your info for people to contact you, how much you want for each night, and you can go up there and meet someone up there and room with them as well. Or you could post that you're looking for a room, how much you want to spend, how many days you want to stay in the same situation. I just prefer to use the Discord because it's more of an instant thing. Reddit is not. Reddit is a little weird. Sometimes the comments get lost. Sometimes they get, the wrong person contacts the wrong person at the wrong time, and you just miss out on so much. So I would not suggest using the Reddit as much. It is an option. It is a viable option. I just prefer the Discord. Eric had to, option 6 is what Eric, my brother, had to do. Shout out to Eric. He makes the thumbnails on this channel and the gaming videos on this channel. Anyway, so the next option is probably one that's somewhat of a long shot. It's not, though, because Eric had to actually do it last year. As I said, April, May, June, rooms get canceled. But here's the tricky part. Late June, or there's a certain date that AX gives people. If you cancel your room after this date, you are charged X amount no matter what you do. So generally rooms cancel before then and go back to the hotel. If someone has a situation where they can't go later, like Eric was in June, they'll post on Discord, Reddit, somewhere, not necessarily Facebook. You don't see a lot of stuff there. But they'll post that they have a room and they would like to transfer their room to someone else's name. Because if they transfer the room to someone else's name, they don't have to pay a charge for the room because the reservation was never canceled. That is a rare option. It does happen, though. It happens a lot more than you think. Like I said, Eric had to do it last year, where he had to actually transfer his reservation to someone else, so he wasn't charged the fee. That person took over the reservation, paid for the room. Nothing happened to Eric. They even changed credit cards on the room so that nothing would incur to him. So it is an option that does happen. But again, guys, if you have any questions about this stuff, feel free to comment down below. Let me know your question if you need help figuring something out. And again, like when the schedule comes out, we'll go over that info. We'll help you plan your day, whatever you want to do. But again, I might not be attending the convention, but I'm still here to give that info when you need it. So just again, I know I just said again a lot. Anyway, comment down below, like this video, share this video. And if you have any questions, just let your boy know. AB3 Anime.